God is always revealing himself, meaning the fool says in his heart that there is no God. Because general revelation, Romans chapter 1, is that you shouldn't even be able to look at creation and not know there has got to be a God somewhere. It should be impossible. How in the world did those stars get in the sky? How in the world is the sun hanging in its place? How in the world are there neighborhoods in the galaxies that scientists have not even yet discovered that are being orchestrated during the day and into the evening? How in the world is the moon where it's supposed to be? How is the earth rotating on its axis at just the right speed so that you and I can maintain life here? How in the world are all the nuances of the galaxies being sustained? How is the ocean being held back from the earth? The only way is if there's a God somewhere. General revelation is that God is always speaking to humankind, believers or not. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. But if you're like me, you're grateful for general revelation, but you want more than that. You want personal information. You want insight. You want what the old preachers used to call the illumination of the scriptures. That's where you're reading through a passage you've read 1,000,000 times before, but on that day, it's like the Holy Spirit takes out a highlighter and causes it to leap up off the page and grip you. That's the best way I can explain it. It's a gripping in your soul where you know that that verse you've read before matters for you today. Where you know the Lord is giving you counsel on how to make that decision, on which internship to take, on which place to move to, on which relationship to pursue, and the one to turn your back on the direction to walk, on what associations to sever, on what to join, on what not to, that you feel the conviction of God's Spirit through His Word.